You see, see us stuff. There we go. Maybe that's it. All right, y'all. So welcome on in. We got Tony Denise here, and we got
Mr. Lattimore.
AKA TNT or the Dynamic Duo.
Cool. Right.
Okay, we're gonna see how this goes. He just getting off of work, so hey, we're gonna talk about this topic. It was one that someone requested, and it's how to discuss things that bother you in marriage. So this is an impromptu for him. I just asked him earlier today to come on live with me, but the dynamic duo will be back. All right. So Thursdays is for married couples. And so not sure what time it will be. We will announce it. But you will have to be a part of the community, heal or repeat community. We'll talk about that at the end. So let's get into this, Mr. All right. What are some ways that you find to be effective to bring up things that bother you, in marriage? What are things that you find you do to make it in a healthy way, to bring up things in marriage that bother you?
Mm.
So,
Okay. Well, you can start by making sure the setting is good. Make sure everybody's relaxed. Making sure, sometimes when you get off work like I am, sometimes you get frustrated and you've been had a hard day at work, and sometimes it's not the time to discuss things because one person could be going through he had a bad day, and then all of a sudden you may think, okay, what I learned, you may think, okay, I'm okay, I can do it, but then when you start discussing, then you get more mad, and it don't turn out right. So just make sure you're in the right setting. Both of y'all are nice and cool. Had a, if he hadn't had a good day or you haven't had a good day, then maybe you should do it in the morning when you wake up and everybody's fresh, and then discuss the topic or whatever you have an issue with. But I know a lot of people say don't go to bed with something on your chest, but a lot of times you got a lot on your chest from the world. You lot from your customers, from your whatever you do, your work, whatever you do, your whoever you teaching or My wife is a therapist, so whatever she's going through or whatever she's listening to, whatever could be on her mind, sometimes it could be stressful and pull on you. And then you can say something and it may come out the wrong way. So you want to make sure you're in a good environment and also you're feeling good. You're able to talk and that way you won't be frustrated, then he frustrated, and then it blows up into a big argument, and now nothing's solved. So we'll turn it over to you.
So a lot of times, what I found is that people hold things in. And so, as you said, yeah, finding the right time to really talk about it. One thing with us, I think, like, what has helped us is we communicate well with each other, especially within the last 6 months or so. We've learned how to really communicate with each other.
Mm-hmm.
And so, in that, it really is knowing each other, right? Getting a feel like you came in today, and just getting off of work.
Mm-hmm.
It probably is not the time for you, or was not the time for you to do this, right?
Right.
But I guess here's part of it: communication,
Right.
right? So, not waiting or assuming, right? So here, because this is our first time doing it together, it really is like lets us know that after work it's probably not gonna work for you.
Right. Right.
Like, it's okay for me, but after work, that's not a time. It's a time where you like to decompress, right? So it's knowing each other, but also not assuming, because I ask you, right? And you said, yeah, but you didn't know until you sat down here, by this being our first time.
Mm-hmm.
So it's really just listening to each other, um, and not allowing things to build up. So, how you can discuss things in a healthy way is when they come up. So, what I see a lot of times in my clients is they allow things to pile on top of each other. And so it doesn't seem like it's a big thing at first, right? But then this is what used to happen with us as well. In the beginning, it would be it would end up blowing up, right? Because you have let those little things become a big thing. Now, you don't even know what you're arguing over or what the issue is. The issue is all these things that you allow to pile up. So when they happen, deal with them in real time. And again, checking to make sure timing is right. If that person is just coming in from work, if they're irritated, tired, hungry,
Right.
hangry, a lot of times those are not the right time, or they're about to walk out the door, or they're distracted, or they're watching the game, doing something else.
Right.
That is not the time. Sometimes you have to schedule it because we have busy lives. Most people have busy lives. So again, it's really communicating and learning how to communicate effectively and well with your partner, spouse, so that you get clarity from them as to when the best time is. I think we check in with each other sometimes to see, is it a good time to talk?
Right.
How you feeling. So just really check in with each other to know what they're going through, and maybe they don't want to talk about it right then, or don't know how to talk about it right then, but you can check in with them instead of assuming or just going to them and just start blurting out like, oh,
Right.
we just about to have this conversation. That's not going to go well. Most times that is not going to go well. Okay, so we just gave like two big pointers: communication, not assuming, three big pointers, and checking the timing, the space of where the person is, making sure that they're in a good space to be able to talk. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so those are three effective ways, when you're bothered with something, of how to talk with each other and it to go fairly well, right? Like, you may have some hiccups in there, but start practicing these three and it's a good start. All right. So I think we are on board. Tell me if I'm right or I'm wrong.
Yeah.
On Thursdays to come on live. We just have to choose a time.
Yes.
Okay. So, y'all, the dynamic duo is back. Yes. I'm excited. Okay. And so we now have a community called Heal or Repeat where there are singles and married people. We learn together how to heal and how to not repeat those things that don't serve us. And so from now on, we will be doing it in the group, and also on YouTube. All right. So it won't be on Facebook. That's the benefit of being in the community, that you get access to these type of lives where we talk a lot about our own personal experiences, but also some things that, as a therapist, that have been researched and even tried with other people. So if you would like to become a part of that community, you just need to subscribe on Facebook to Tony Denise. You will be part of the community. You will get access to our lives that we will do every Thursday, for married and singles, because there's a lot of people who just want to know these things before they actually say I do, and need to know it before they say I do, because it actually can work like in friendships and other relationships outside of marriage. All right. So thank y'all for joining, and we will be back next week, Thursday. If y'all have any topics, let us know and we will talk about it. I think next week we're going to talk about children, children
Children of the
in
corn. No.
like
children in a relationship, in a married relationship.
yeah,
It
like
should be good. It's most men they go through that and we hear about it. So it's
wait, most men go through what?
most men that I know that I hear about it, a lot of topic about the kids intervening into the marriage, or not knowing the place, or just kids just being messy with kids. Not, how can I say, messy, or just things could get messy with kids in the relationship. Yes, kids can get messy. So we will be talking about that topic, which I know a lot of guys go through that issue. And
But you have to, in order to hear that, you have to be a part of the community, or either you have to watch it on YouTube because it will not be publicized on
Right.
Facebook. All right. So you also can inbox us if you have any questions, or how to get in the community, or how to join. But that topic next week about kids, it is a big topic. I see many couples, and that is something that is huge in a lot of marriages, where children, right? And so sometimes it's the children of both,
Mm-hmm.
meaning it could be a mixed, like a blended family, or
Right.
it could be the actual children that they have had as a couple, and it's like interfering into the marriage,
Yes.
right? So we're going to talk about like things we did, because when we first got married we had 3 teenagers,
Right.
and so it's like things we learned that were helpful when you have teenagers, not teenagers but children in your marriage, right? And how to really have a healthy and take a healthy stance even with your children. All right. Gonna be a hot topic. So we will see you next week. Not sure what time. I will list it, or list the event, so you'll be able to catch it. All right. Have a great one. Toodles. Bye.